Welcome you all to this video on CNC program for turning. Myself, Dr. R.O.K. Julius, Assistant Professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering of B.S. Abdur Rahman Crescent Institute of Science and Technology. Kindly watch my previous video on Introduction to CNC Programming before entering into this video. The basic G codes and M codes used in this programming has been discussed in my introduction video. The function of the codes is detailed there. It will give you a clear picture on the various functions of the codes. Let us see a problem on turning. So write a manual part program to machine a component using CNC turning center. So this is actually a simple problem which is normally used to train the students, undergraduate students in our labs. So here if you look at this diagram, okay, in the left side, the two views are given. Okay, the side view is given where you could see the circle dimensions. It is actually a cylindrical component. In all the CNC machines we are using a cylindrical component. So on the right side, the front view, you could see different profiles. So actually this is an interesting one which will give you various profiles. Okay, so most of the profiles would have been included here. So circular, circle, clockwise, anti-clockwise, taper, step, everything is here. So okay, first let us understand the diagram. So because in programming, understanding the diagram is very important. The profile has been drawn in detail. Okay, in the right side I have given you the profile in detail. So the cross section has been taken. Okay, it's a cylindrical component. We take only one of the cross section. Even for the programming we are going to use only this cross section. And first we have to understand the coordinate system. Okay, here in turning we use the polar coordinate system, that is x and z. Okay, z represents the length of the rod and x represents the dia of the rod. Okay, so here it is given that we have a blank of 40 mm and this dia, the outer dia of this component is also 40. So that is what here. Now we took from the right side. Normally you know the single point cutting tool will come from the right end. So the starting point, okay, is taken as the origin. So there is no phasing here. After phasing we have the component, finished component, in the surface finished component, for which we are going to set the origin in the center point, that is O0, 0. Now if you look at the profile, there is a arc. Okay, so here it's arc in the given question, it's of dia 16. So here it will be radius 8. Okay, now if you look at the profile, you will understand that it is a semicircle. So the center point of this semicircle will be of 8 units from both the sides. Okay, so we mentioned the point A, we mark the point A which is at 8 units in the x direction and minus 8 in the z direction. We know positive is right side towards right side, here it is left side is minus, so always it will be z minus. Okay, so A is 8 minus 8. Now there is a step, I mean taper. Okay, so the next point is B, which is at 5 units in the z direction and the dia is 20. Okay, for that particular point the dia is 20. So here it will be radius 10, so x unit will be 10 and z will be 8 plus 5. Okay, so total will be 13. In the point B the value is 10 minus 13. Now we have a flat region. Okay, it's step for 2 units. You could see the diagram in the left side, 2 units. So here z minus 2 will be added, x remains same. So for point C, 10 minus 15. Now it moves, it's a vertical line. Okay, in the diagram you could see the vertical line, the diameter is given, it is dia 24. Okay, so for from C to D there is no change in the z value, but there is change in the x value. Okay, 12 comma minus 15. The value of D is, the coordinate location of D is 12 comma minus 15. So we reach this point in the diagram. Left side you could see in the given diagram, you could see this point. Now there is the arc. Okay, so it is always better to draw a diagram like this from the given profile. So for learners it is required. If you are expert in reading the diagram, then you can directly go for the program. Okay, so in the circular arc, it is value is not given here in the front view, but the diameter is given in the side view. There is 24 to 34. It's a difference of 10 units. Okay, in the diagram from D to E, okay, there is difference of 5 units in both the directions. So Z is minus 5 and X is also plus 5. So E at point E, the coordinate value is 17 comma minus 20. Next it is a horizontal line. Okay, there is 3 units given in the diagram. So in the Z value it is plus 3. Okay, so F coordinate point value is 17 comma minus 23. Then there is a taper which is for a unit of 4, okay, along the Z axis as per the diagram, and diameter value difference is 34 to 39. Okay, so there is a difference of 5 units which will be 2.5 in the radius. Now add that in the x value. So at point G the coordinate value is 19.5 comma minus 27. Then for H it is a vertical line, the diameter difference of 1 unit. Okay, so here it will be 0.5. So that is the coordinate value for H. It is 19.5 20 comma minus 27. Next we will move to the program. So first line is header, G00 linear interpolation, non-cutting move, and G90 is for absolute dimensioning, G80 is for the plane. Okay, here we have to select the plane, X Z plane, for that G18, and G94 is for feed rate, and F is the feed rate value 0.8. The next is spindle, start the spindle M03 at a spindle speed of 1000 rpm, and the next block is M06, its tool change, T3 is the tool number and D1 is the tool offset. Okay, you have to remember that this T3 means in the machine there should be correlation between the program and the machining. Okay, if you are mentioning T3, the same tool should be loaded there in the machine. That we have to be careful. So up to this, it's a header. Next we are going to the program. From rapid traverse G00 we are moving the tool to X22 Z5. Okay, it may be at the default location. We are using rapid traverse to move it closer to the specimen. Next is G01, we are taking it much closer using linear interpolation for safety purpose. So X20 to Z1. Okay, the diameter of the specimen is 40, so radius is 20, so we are going closer to that. X20 Z1. Okay, we are bringing the tool closer to the region. Next we start the cycle. So you have to remember that in turning we have to use the canned cycle, or here we are using a different cycle. So these cycles are required in turning because we want to move the tool from right to left repetitively. In drilling or in some milling, it is simple, the tool passes once, whereas in turning, even though we are going to define the profile of the final finished component, but the block is a cylindrical one, you have to remove a lot of material. The tool has to move from right to left step by step as per the feed. But if you use cycles, you need not mention each step. We just define the profile, the cycle, the program will take care of the multiple steps as per the feed rate. Okay, so here the cycle 95, start 1, end 1, it is a syntax. We are defining a start point and the end point for this particular cycle. So next block is start 1. Now the program starts. G01 X0 Z0, it is the origin. Okay, the center point, that is O. In as per our diagram, it is O. G01 X0 Z0. Now we have a circular profile. Okay, it is a counterclockwise. It has to move in the the tool has to move in the counterclockwise direction. So we use G03 and the final point A. which is x8 and z minus 8. Now we have to give I and k, that is the coordinate of the center of the circle. Whenever we take a circular path, the center point should be given. For that we use I, j and k. Okay, I is for x and k is for z. So in this particular problem there is no movement in the x direction. Okay, so I is 0 and k is minus 8. Next we have to take a taper, okay, from A to B. For traveling from A to B, it is a linear interpolation G01. The final B value is x10 z minus 13. Next is a horizontal line. So there is only difference in the variation in the z direction, G01 z minus 15 for point C. Next is a vertical one where it is G01 x12. Okay, the z value remains same. From C to D x value remains same, so G01 x12. Now from D to E it is a circular interpolation. So here it is a circular interpolation clockwise direction. So we use G02 and E value, the coordinate value of E is x17 z minus 20, and the center point, here if you observe, the center point is 5 units in the x direction and 0 units in the z direction. Okay, the center point comes along the d value, moves x units in along d value vertically, and z there is no movement. So I equal to 5 and I5 k 0. Okay, there is a circular interpolation clockwise. Next is a horizontal line. So G01 z minus 23. Only z value changes, x value is not changing from E to F. Next is F to G. There it is a taper one. So G01 x 19.5. Okay, the x value of G is 19.5 and z minus 27. Okay, G01 x 19.5 z minus 27. Then there is a small vertical step, G01 x 20. Z value is not changing, minus 27. G01 z minus 30. Then end the cycle and 1. Then L75 is the command used here to take the tool to home position. Okay, from closer to the specimen, we want to remove the specimen from the chuck. For that we move the tool to the home position. For that we are using L75 and stop the spindle M05 and M02 is end of program. Okay, so this is a simple turning program. Thank you for watching this video. The reference material used for this video is Automation, Production Systems and Computer Integrated Manufacturing by Mikkel B. Gruber. I would like to acknowledge the support of our lab technicians Mr. Chandrasekharan and Mr. Tamil Selvan for helping in creating the questions and the images.